Hello and welcome back to the Touring Cars Cup Round 8, the season finale at Autopolis. As always, we go through the replay for that race and have a look at the qualifying results. Those top four separated by 1.5 tenths. This time it's Jaeger taking pole position, Suzuki Swift alongside it is B Racing, Scirocco, P3 guest starter, Lemony Squeeze, and in the Audi and Shelty joining second row in the Mazda 3. Then we have Stu and Richie, row number 3, and row 4 we have Husky and BMO. We have one more page to go. Row 5, Ewok and Rick. So, what's this race all about? You see the setup early morning. Early morning. We're starting with cloudy conditions, and then it might be raining at some point. It should be raining towards the end. We'll see. Weather's a bit dynamic, not guaranteed those settings. Alright. Without any further ado, we go into the race. And we're off the line. Someone bogged down towards the end. That's BMO, I think. We see Jaeger inside line. B Racing. And Lemony, 1, 2, 3, then Shelty in P4. Stu Husky, whereas Richie lost the position for now. Into the next braking zone. So as always, 40 minutes racing mediums available. That's a slick tire compound, and of course, if it rains, intermediates or wets are available for our drivers. Well, looks like that Lemony is pushing early on, trying to get a move done on B Racing. Into the hairpin we go. Oh, look down the inside. Be Racing as the inside, and Shelty gets a good run, gaining one position. So P3 for Shelty, P4 for Lemony. And we have Stu in the second Audi TT on the grid Ewok. It is Mazda 3 in P6. Richie in the Scirocco P7 currently. Husky in a Peugeot RCZ P8. And BMO in P9. And Rick in the third Audi TT in P10. So good opening lap for the Swifty. There's a battle. Oh, that is an aggressive line from B Racing. Last chicane. Well, he got away with it in his Scirocco. And we have a Shelty and a Lemony in the slipstream. Audi TT with the good downforce settings should help them cornering on those power sections, especially the long start-finish straight. Car might be struggling a little bit. So also the tire wear times 3 might play a factor in this race later on. For now it still looks okay for most of the drivers. Midway through lap number 2. Stu unlucky with a penalty. up to P5 though. Richie also gained the position. Oh yeah, Ewok dropped down to P7. Husky BMO, they're close, and Rick trying to stay inside that important slipstream range. Looks promising. Also at the front, we're bunching up again, as we've seen so many times in the Touring Cars Cup throughout the season. Be racing with a good run, also Shelty. See little gap to Lemony already. Top 3 might be running away with it. To the second sector, the tight hairpin. Then we approach one of the important corners here at Autopolis, the long left-hander. To the hairpin we go uphill, and then down we go again. E-racing pushing. Now let's get Jaeger's perspective. Still see Lemony in the distance. Shelty with a bit of a wide line, lost a bit of contact. We see B racing now. Good lines, applying the pressure early. Final chicane. A decent run for Jaeger, so might be able to keep that position. Goes defensive. Border long straight now onto the racing line into the first turn. Slightly missed that apex. Shelty a little gap. Oh, tire wear starting. Yeah, we definitely see it on Lemony's car, the Audi. For now, we have the top 3 still close. Be racing within half a second, I reckon, at this stage. Jaeger understeered through the turn, gives B racing the look, the run. Again, a little bit of a defensive drive needed. To the downhill right we go. A bit of understeer again. B racing is definitely pushing now. Will he get the look somewhere? A compromised line. Suzuki is struggling currently. Just manages to hold on to that position. Gets a okay run, I think, still under pressure. We see it once again, defensive run, right hand side down the main straight, moving back onto the racing line into turn number 1. Can the Dutch driver go for the move? Oh, wasn't quite there. So very, very defensive lines now. Shelty chilling a bit in the distance. Coming out of the hairpin. Looks like B Racing lost a little bit. So touching the grass. Oh, it was definitely closer. One, two still close, and let's have run down the grid. Shelty in third. Lemony. Before we see the tire wear kicking in on his Audi TT already. It's close to 50% on the front left already. Richie up to P5 and Stu in P6 in his Audi TT. Husky, BMO and Evoque. Oh, too wide through a situation incoming maybe. Evoque defending. Evoque in P9 looking. Well, Husky's defending his line against BMO to the final chicane. We go. And compromised drive. Lemony very early pit stop after lap 5. This could be the run for the Scirocco against the Peugeot. Pulling alongside turn number 1. Will he get it stopped? Yeah, hits the apex. It's not over. And Husky returned the favor for the next braking zone. No, stays behind. No, so Evoque and Rick are also caught up. They want to join this party. So Lemony with some fresh tires. 5 laps of racing. Jäger slowly opening up that gap to B Racing. Tire wear, that's swift. We've seen it throughout the season. Very good managing the tires. A slight advantage now. It seems to be pulling away slowly. B Racing and Shelty also used more of his front left compared to the Scirocco in his Mazda. Then Richie in P4, but the gap already 5-6 seconds at this stage. Around about the same tire wear as Stu in the Audi. The clouds are getting more and more now after 11 minutes of racing. So we'll never know. Will we see some raindrops very soon, or no rain at all, or just rain towards the end? Our race this time, we have BMO leading, Husky following in the slipstream down the straight. We see BMO defending the inside line and gets it stopped again for turn 1, but not the best exit. Here we go. Inside line for the Peugeot, a little bit of contact, no backing out of it. Wasn't close enough. Rick also now struggling with the tire wear on lap 7. The Lemony on fresh tires, Evoque on fresh tires. Jäger, yeah, definitely now pulled that gap. A bit wide. Lost a little bit of momentum, maybe dirty tires as well. More understeer through those sections. Keeps it on the grey stuff. Shelty is close. Let's have a look at the tire wear. Still advantage for B Racing. when will we see the next drivers heading into the pits and change those tires? Ideally, you want to run as long as possible, of course, with the potential rain. Richie stayed out. Stu stayed out. BMO as well. Tire wear really good for the Belgian driver. Again, the pressure is on. Husky this time trying to hang it around the outside to turn one. That is tricky. Didn't work this time. Rick stayed out on his really dead medium tires now. So this surely has to be the in lap. And how long can Lemony run on his mediums this time? Tire looks better compared to his first stint. Evoque all by himself at the moment. He hopes that some of the drivers will pit soon as well for a fresh set. And that gap is getting bigger and bigger every turn. Now clearly a huge difference in the tire wear. Uh, 55s versus 56s now. Shelty pitting. Okay. After 8 laps, Richie staying out, moving up into P3. Stu staying out as well, keeping Richie honest. We see the lights, it's getting darker and darker, usually a sign that we might see some rain very soon. BMO and Husky still very close, separated by less than a second. Shelty down to P7 for now. And Rick doing another lap. Okay. Where's Lemony closing that gap definitely to the Australian driver. And Evoque with his personal best 56.9 last time around. Tire eating track Autopolis. Long sweeping corners, never ending turns. At some point and we are close to the halfway mark of this race, 17 minutes in. Richie might be considering a pit stop now, yeah. Goes to the left into the tricky entry as well. So it's Stu then currently. P3, Richie in, BMO staying out, Husky staying out. Tire wear still looks fairly okay for BMO. Husky still running in the slipstream. Shelty, P6, Lemony, P7, there's Richie just behind. Now on fresh mediums, Lemony. So gained a couple of positions. We see that Rick now changes tires and putting in a little bit of fuel as well. Evoque up to P9 that way, and Rick in 10th. So when will the next drivers pit? That's the question. It's lap 10. We have the top 5, yeah, running since the start of the race on those medium tires. Ooh, there was a little bit of an off track for B racing. That definitely costs a couple of seconds, considering the tire wear on the front left. No, and it's, yeah, no surprise. So look at the lap times: 55.9 for Jaeger and a 58.8. That's nearly 3 seconds lost in this lap. Decision was to stay out or pit. It looks like it is a pit stop. And BMO in. Okay, the tires still looked okay, better than Husky's. The Husky lost that position to Shelty. Shelty with a good run out of the final chicane onto the main straight. And the Mazda driver up onto the podium spot. P3 Husky in 4th. Lemony, I think, feeling the tire wear now. Richie on his fresh mediums. Better traction. Can he get down the inside? It looks like. Yeah. Nothing Lemony can do at this stage, I reckon. Looking at the grip levels on those tires. Where is BMO? A little gap to Stu currently. Got in front of Evoque though. Rick now running in P10 with better tires than Evoque, so he might be able to bring that gap down. Lap 11, Jaeger still staying out, a low 56. So could be racing recover a little bit. It's a 57 too, so another second lost. That lap, so that the gap is getting bigger and bigger now between the top 2 drivers. So yeah, final race of the season. Our championship leader Blasi is missing that one, but there's a big gap. B Racing could take the title if he wins the race. So he had P2 in the qualifying, that gave him a couple of extra points. So if he can win this race, he will be crowned champion of the Touring Cars Cup. Oh, we also saw that Dusky pitted, and the overcut definitely didn't work. Right behind BMO again. P7, P8 currently. A little gap to Stu in P6. Lemony this time doing 7 laps on his mediums. Could be the in lap though. Richie with his personal best last time around, a 55.3. The gap to Shelty quite big for now. Shelty looks to be gaining on B Racing, of course, and Jaeger. Shelty running 55s on his fresh mediums, but he did a pit stop, so lost some time. Leader still staying out, Jaeger and B. 57.3 versus a 56.6. So half a second this time. Another 55 for Shelty. What's the fastest lap currently? A 54.802. In for the Audi driver. The second pit stop of the day. He will lose that position to Stu, BMW and Husky. And BMW and Husky back at it with their battle for position. Battle for P6 it is. Evoque also jumped Lemony for a brief moment at least. His front left is also dying a brutal death. Lemony squeeze on the intermediate tires. Alright. So is there rain coming? We don't know. We don't have access to the weather radar, of course. But intermediates, you don't just slam it on just for fun. So I think there might be some rain in the area now. But we'll see what leaders are doing. Jaeger stayed out. E-Racing's tires pretty much cooked. Also stayed out. So no immediate threat of rain. Maybe Lemony had no other choice. He had to pit. Now rolling the dice. No one else going for intermediates. Yep, Stu stayed out. BMO also. No, BMO in? No, staying out was just a narrow line. Probably trying to run away from Husky again. So Evoque is in. Needs to pit for fresh tires. Lemony through and Rick as well. So will we see Evoque going to the intermediate tire compound as well? It was still a very dry lap. We see new tires, and it is mediums. All right. We'll have a look at Lemony's tires after one lap already. Quite some wear on it. Oh, that's interesting. End of lap 14. And Jaeger stayed out. One more it is. E-Racing. Oh, that's in for the Dutch driver. The tires were gone. Shelty stayed out. And here's the rain. Some drops of rain now falling on the main straight. We see the windshield wipers running, refueling, and it is intermediates for B Racing. Richie is in. Stu, it's raining. Stu staying out. BMO also staying out, so they are risking it. Everyone's basically risking it. But there's some more rain now. Final sector. Oh, then that track should be getting wetter and wetter. Now, crossover point reached probably. Now, Evoque on mediums, Rick on mediums, Lemony on those intermediates. Maybe a good strategy call from Lemony. We see Jaeger coming into the final sector, and track conditions getting worse. I think it's just on the limit that what you can do with very worn, slick tires needs to survive the final chicane. This could be perfect timing. So no more rain falling from the sky, so just a little bit. So this could be perfect timing. And yeah, he's heading in for the pit stop. Shelty now with heavy rain in the final sector. Might be a bit tricky now. Yeah, heavy rain now. The track is above the first bar on the moisture meter. But this is definitely time to go on to the intermediates. Not too bad for B Racing Aurora, I think, having to pit and then using the inters. And Jaeger out on the inters as well. So Jaeger enters B Racing on inters. Where's Shelty refueling and intermediates as well. 40%. Next driver's heading into the pits. That's Stu. BMO staying out. Oh, risking it. Husky as well. It's on the very limit, I think, to run on slick tires in those conditions. Front wheel car, you will lose traction. All the work has to be done from the front tires. Stu Lemony destroyed the intermediates. A complete set of fresh intermediates probably needed now. Indeed, new inters. Rick is in for the tire change. It's intermediates and Evoque as well coming into pit lane. Bit of a messed up pit entry, probably got some damage and is 3-second penalty on top, but intermediates. So race situation, Jaeger in wet conditions now on the intermediates, big lead over B Racing and Shelty. Richie in P4. We have the medium tire runners, slick tire runners, Husky and BMO struggling now in those conditions. This is, I think, barely drivable now. Let's see, they have to be very careful now. And yeah, the car doesn't want to turn. Both cars off track onto the grass, and through goes Stu on his fresh intermediate tires on the outlap. So the gamble probably it didn't really work for Husky and BMO, both now struggling on the slick tire compounds in that final sector again. Wide line, nearly off track and off track here for the Peugeot driver. They will be, I think, very happy when they arrive at the pit entry. Now is very slow. Both somehow survived it without too much damage, but lost quite some time. So Husky is in BMO. Oh, BMO crashed into the barrier at the pit entry. It's a tricky entry. Will he be able to get into pit lane? Yeah, he does. So at least no reset it is, but they will lose their position probably to Rick. So Rick in P7. Husky just coming out of the pits on the intermediate tire compound. And now less than 7 minutes to go. BMO also a 3-second penalty. It's painful, and he will probably lose 2 positions. Not sure. Lost a position to Evoque. And Lemony is running on the medium tires again. So he went for, again, a alternative strategy now that the track seems to be drying. No more rain. Again, just on the limit there, what the medium tires can do in those conditions. We will get that position with the 3-second penalty. No doubt about that. So penalty line when you come around the hairpin. And BMO should drop down to P10. So 1 position gained for Lemony. So that is now 5.5 minutes to go. No more rain falling. The track is getting drier and drier every second, basically. Jaeger still has a nice lead. Be racing in P2, looking for the wet patches already. Shelty in third. Gaps quite big between the top 3. Also Ritchie in pretty much no man's land currently in P4, but quite somewhere on those intermediate tires. So with less than 5 minutes to go, is it actually worth to pit or try to survive on those intermediate tires? That will be the question. Stu also a big gap to the next cars. And that is his Audi teammate in P6. Rick Husky closing that gap. So fight for P6 is on. Lemony on his mediums now. Yeah, the racing line is definitely dry. He can push, and he has the advantage over Ewok, who's destroying his intermediates now already. I think Lemony with the best tire compound at the moment on the mediums. Everyone else is running on intermediates on a drying track. And the tire wear is kicking in now for most of the drivers. Ritchie's tires basically gone. Shelty looking okay. B Racing, yeah, more than 50%. Jaeger with 25 maybe at this stage. We have a look at the time remaining, less than 3 minutes. So 2 more laps to go. Can the drivers survive on the intermediates, or will they pit one more time? Jaeger staying out. B Racing, this could get very close towards the end. Will we see a pit stop? But then he won't stand any chance of getting that victory. Oh, he's staying out, so he probably is waiting for Jaeger to pit. But Jaeger's tires looking good. Shelty closed that gap to B Racing. Ritchie. Oh, it's one more lap for Ritchie. Oh, and he has basically nothing left on his front left, but he's staying out. Okay, that might be a painful final lap. Still looking good, I think, with the tire wear. Crossing the line now, starts his final lap of the race. Husky got past Rick, who is struggling on his dead intermediates as well. Comes Lemony on the medium tires, and look at that pace difference. Easy overtake for Lemony. Yeah, Rick's tires have died already. Does he need to go for a pit stop? Oh, he stayed out. He stayed out. The gap to B&O looks to be quite big. Oh, and Evoque also no tires. Both front tires have died. He cannot turn anymore. So, and this is Jaeger coming through. And Jaeger starting that final lap. It's Evoque. He needs to pit once again. So Jaeger on the final lap. 20 seconds, I think, at this stage. The gap. B-Racing also not pitting, going for that final lap as well. And Shelty also crossing the line. Richie, final sector. He will be the first driver to see the checkered flag. And can he hold on to that P4? We see Stu is catching, has the tire advantage. Just one more turn. Oh, and Richie made it. P4, Stu. P5, Lemony got past Husky as well. Oh, then there's an off track. Touches the wet bits. No. Husky with a very fortunate, and to keep that P6 probably. His intermediates are dead basically. Little Lemony a bit too deep, wet, and it's probably not enough for the finish line. Or Husky will finish in P6, Lemony in P7. It is. Come on, show me the drivers. Where is the BMO? It will be P8. Rick, this final lap was 2:23 maybe. Evoque on fresh mediums. Final lap got past. B-Racing, and Jaeger crosses the line, wins the final round here at Autopolis with tire wear drama, weather drama, a little bit of everything. B-Racing was off track. Whereas Shelty, also Shelty's tires are dead. So it will be P2 for B. And Shelty, the final driver to cross the line and see the checkered flag. No traction at all. And it's a 2:25 for Shelty to finish the race. Alright. So that is the end of the season. Keep bringing up race results, graphics. So Jaeger with a nice victory, nearly 30 seconds the gap to B-Racing in the end, with OP on tires. Then Shelty on the podium gets the fastest lap the race early on, that 4.8. Richie in P4, close gap to Stu, who really got him that final lap. 5 Husky in P7, guest starter in P7, B8, and on the second page we see that Rick was struggling with tires towards the end. P9 Evoque even had to pit on the final lap, change tires to make it across the line. the end. Right. So that's Touring Cars Cup round number 8. There will be a short break, 3 weeks, I think, and then GT driver career in the World Series continue with the Group 4 Cup. So as always, the ones that did compete in the Touring Cars Cup, they, in order of the chapter order, they will be able to pick their car then before everyone else. So for the next round, there are 16 cars available, just one car per driver, so the same car cannot be used multiple times this time. Oh, yeah, that will, the track picks will open pretty soon as well. Then we will be back World Series on Thursday very soon. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. I did. Also saw me driving, of course, Jaeger in that pink Swiftmobile. Next cup, I'm probably just going to streaming again. Not decided yet. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. That's it. Have a good time. Take it easy. Take care. Love you all, you PKA.